Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you all. So today we are here to do a video on lashes. I'm going to do a very in-depth tutorial on how to put my lashes on, different tips that I have to make it easier or make it last longer. I figured since tomorrow is the launch of zulynelartistry lashes that it would be the perfect time to teach you guys how to put your lashes on so that you could take a natural look like this to the next level or finish off a more dramatic look. So if you want to learn a little bit something and hear all my tips and tricks that I have, make sure you keep on watching and let's just get started. Alright, so let's start off with what we need. So obviously we need a pair of lashes. I'm going to be using my lashes, of course. These are the style Vida. These are more natural ones, so I figured they would look good with this look, which is I literally just have bronzer on my eyelid. And then you will need some tweezers. They're optional. I sometimes use them, sometimes don't, but it does make it easier, so I would recommend you have some. Lash glue. I have two here because I use two different ones. The Duo lash glue I love. It's the one I've been using for the longest. And the Kiss lash glue I also use. This is latex free, which I know some people are allergic to latex, so this is just as good. And you're going to need some scissors. I have these little, I think these are cuticle scissors. Any scissors will work, honestly, but I just have these because they're just little and it makes it easier. Alright, so that's pretty much all you need. Something else that you might want to have is maybe eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner or a pen. Just maybe as you start off, you might need to do the eyeliner because it helps hide the band. If it doesn't look as perfect, if you're just starting off and you're practicing, you may want to do some eyeliner. So I have my lashes here. I'm going to use this pair that I've used a few times before. So what you want to do eye has, because it'll just make it easier to put them on if they have that shape. So I just like to go back and forth with them just to slightly bend them a little bit. So the next thing you want to do is cut them, and this is where you customize them to your liking. But what you definitely want to do is make sure that they're not any longer than your eyelid, obviously, because that's when they become uncomfortable. Because if you glue them down and it's too long, it'll start poking either your inner corner or your outer corner, and that is not comfortable. It becomes itchy. Sometimes it could be painful. So you definitely want to cut them to your liking. A lot of people only cut them on the outer corner. For me, it depends what lash it is. For example, I have these are my lashes in Act 1, and I cut these a lot. They're pretty much a half lash for me because I want them to elongate my eyes, which is another trick that you can do, is cut them in half to make them just an outer corner lash. That's something a little bit more advanced, but you could do that if you want to change your eye shape or if you want to accentuate your eye look a little bit more. So I would recommend you start cutting a little bit off of the outer corner and just keep measuring them until you feel like they're perfect for your eye. And if you feel like after you put them on they're still a little pokey or itchy, you may need to cut them just a little bit more. So after they're cut and they're perfect for your eye and what you want them to do, you want to go ahead and start putting the glue on them. For today I'm just going to use my Duo glue. So what I like to do is just make sure I'm coating the band very well. And you always want to make sure you put a little bit extra on the inner corner and on the outer corner. So I go ahead and just coat both lashes with some glue. Some people do one at a time. I just like to do both at the same time. What I like to do, this is very optional. And you have to be very careful when you do this. But I like to take a little bit of the glue. So I take my brush and I just take off the excess and make sure there's only a minimal amount of it on the brush. And this is the brush and adhesive that I have. You could get the one that's in the tube and just like squirt it a little bit on a little brush. But I like to put a little bit on my lash line. And you want to make sure there isn't too much product on the brush because you don't want it to get in your eye. So I do both. And I do it closer to, without getting it in your hair, I do it as close to the lash line as possible because you don't want it to get like weird. So I just put a little bit, and then while the glue dries, you definitely want to let the glue dry for a good amount of time, at least like a minute and a half. I let it dry for a while because if not, then it'll be too slippery and it'll just slide all over. It won't help you Like it won't just stick on like you want it. So it'll just start slipping and sliding, and you don't want that. So you definitely want to let them sit. So what I like to do is while they sit, I put a little bit of glue on my lash line, and then I'm going with mascara. Mascara today, I'll be using the Maybelline The Falsies Mascara. It really doesn't matter what mascara you use when you're using eyelashes, because you won't be able to see your lashes. As long as it's black, then it'll work. I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you guys can really see how I put them on. All up close and personal, but so I'm going to go ahead and take my lash. You could do this with tweezers. I'll do the other one with tweezers just so you guys can see. But you want to go from the top into your eye. You don't want to go down or like straight on, just because it'll just make it so much harder. So you want to go up and look down. I have a mirror down here, so you want to have a mirror that you can look down on. And then I literally just place it on there, the middle of the lash, making sure it's touching my lash line. And I don't know if you can see, but it's touching my lash line, like my skin, and not the lashes. You don't want to stick it onto the lashes. You want to stick it onto your skin, just as close as possible as your lash line. And then this one I'm going to do a lot with tweezers. So you take the tweezers in the middle of the lash, just like this, in the same motion, going down into your lid, and just set the center of the lash. So now what you want to do is just put down the corners of the lashes. You could do this with tweezers, or you could do this with your fingers. You just want to make sure both corners are secure. If it's not all the way dry, it'll start lifting until it's dry enough for it to stick. But I actually use both my fingers and my tweezers. And you want to make sure, if you're using the full length and not just the outer corners, you want to make sure it's perfectly lined with your eyes and it's not too towards the front or too towards the end of the eye, because that will also cause it to bother you. And I'm just taking my tweezers and like this, and I'm just squeezing my lashes and the fake lashes together, just to make sure that it's all blended and there's no line in between my natural and the strip. And this may be easier with your fingers if you go in and just squeeze them together to make sure the lashes are as close as possible to your lash line. If you're having trouble with connecting the band to your lash line as close as possible, then that's when eyeliner comes in, and it's very helpful. So you just want to do a thin little line on your lash line, and that helps hide the lash band. Alright, so they're on, and as you guys can see, it's on my skin and not on the lashes. You definitely don't want to put them on your lashes, because that'll cause, for when you pull them off, it could pull off your lashes and it could just hurt. If you're having trouble with taking them off, you may want to use a little bit of oil or anything that is oily for your skin, and put it on there. Maybe some micellar water. I know that works well. If you take a little pad and just place it on your eye and then peel them off, that can help. If you do get a little bit of glue on your lashes. That is pretty much it. I think that is all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna zoom you out because I'm too close right now. One sec. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you try out any of the tips and tricks that I gave you guys. Don't forget that practice makes perfect, and you want to continue to practice. The first few times isn't going to be easy, but if you keep practicing, the faster you're going to get, the better you're going to get, and before you know, you're going to be able to just pop some lashes on and go. So I hope you guys loved the video. Make sure if you did, stay tuned for tomorrow, May 1st at 12. Zulyne Artistry Lashes will be launching, which I'm super excited about. So I hope you guys could visit the website tomorrow and support me if you can. That is it. I hope you guys loved the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram for any updates or anything like that, and to keep up with me. And I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video.